What's up, guys? This is Cielshock from CTUSA Mini 4-Wheel Drive Racing Squad. I'm a teacher here in New Works. And before I start my video, I want to say shout out to Hobbytown Toms River. Hobbytown Toms River is located in New Jersey, and they're only hobby shop in the East Coast with a 5-lane track. So if you're a Mini 4-Wheel Drive racer or a Mini 4-Wheel Drive enthusiast, make sure you check them out. They have your original Tamiya Mini 4-Wheel Drive needs and a 5-lane track. And because they have the 5-lane track, they have a monthly event. They have 4 classes: the kids box stock, adult box stock, tune class, and open category. And also I want to say thank you to Eric for hosting the last event from last January. Even though they say there's going to be a blizzard here in the East Coast, people still came down and it was a successful race. Thank you for all the efforts. And now we're going to talk about my basic tune class Mini 4-Wheel Drive build. It's TZX Cielo. So let me remind you guys, if you're talking about the basic tune class build, no cutting of the chassis, no floating transmission, no floating gears, no trimming of the tires are allowed, no new holes, and all the parts and modification that you can do is basically just all bolt on and all attach in the car. And also, the only motors that you're allowed to use are tune motors. You already know your Atomic Tune, Rev Tune, Torque Tune 1 and 2, and Pros. And so I'm not gonna hold you guys any longer. Check out the video, all my heats, and then the finals. Congratulations for all the winners, and car feature at the end of the video. Check it out.
Oh, which one's Ripper? That one?
All right, you ready?
Oh, Ripper?
Oh, yeah.
Eric, you ready?
Lane 3 is the white one, Ripper. And then you have full boost. Rebel. Dude, that looks so cool. It's like a movie car. Alright, guys, start them up. Make sure it's all the way on. On your mark, get set, go.
Excuse me.
Guys, march in the corners, you have a problem with the hill. Cielo, move away. Wait. Pull. I think that's it, Shell, right? Last lap?
Yeah.
Last lap.
There
it is. Cielo. Start it up. On your mark, get set, go! Stay right after the jump, back in the pack. 1 out. 2 out. Cielo. Oh, he turned off? Oh, he flipped over. He's got to make it.
This is the game to the final, semifinals.
Yeah,
Who's got
semifinals.
Red?
It's Cielo and Zoe first.
Oh, 2s, that's right. Minion?
Yeah.
Almost 3 guys. Because of the heat. Heat 1 winner, heat 2 winner.
Yeah. All right.
Alright, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Start them up. On your mark, get set, go!
Stay down, buddy.
Looked like a slow start. Oh, 1 out. One guy can stay on, and it definitely looks like he's going to stay on.
Alis ka dyan, pre.
Hey, Kevin.
I'm not breathing right now. Oh, really?
Last lap too, wasn't it?
That's, yeah.
Alright, re-race. On your mark.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta be.
Go!
I guess so.
Hey, these are one of their jackets, right? These are the ones that
Oh, okay.
so, right?
It's gonna burn. Sangay lang yan.
Alright, last speed race. Longest one to stay on wins. On your mark. Get set, go.
Three.
Oh, that's it. Nice shot.
Yeah, winner! After you guys drop the car, you guys can move so I can cover the whole. Alright.
What, you don't want me in the video?
No, you're in the video right now.
Oh, man! Truth hurts, you know. No. Guys, ready? Come on, guys. Ready? Put him down. On your mark. Get set, go.
Dale.
That's what you got to change here. You should have just kept it. You learned your lesson. Slow it down. That just sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds so sweet.
Last lap.
Okay, right one.
Grab it, Dale. Winner, Dale. Woo! What can you say? What can you say now?
Happy.
Who won second place? Who won second place? Congratulations. What can you say now on the camera? Third place. Let me see the setup. That's nice.
Alright, anybody who's not registered for open, get registered. Yeah.
Open class. Alright guys, so this is my car Cielo, my basic tune class build. This basic tune class build is specifically built for tune class obviously, and for a racetrack with digiturn and rocking straights. Alright, so that's the main purpose for this build. Alright, so let's get into it. Let's start with the body shell. The body shell is a Cielshock from a kit, which is 18064. Again, it's 18064. The reason why I chose this body shell because it's not just I love the design, but as you can see, it's like narrow, and it's perfect for side dampers. These are my side damper system, which you basically just put like a FRP plate over there for a side, and it clears the pathway. And I like the body shell. I just like looking like tiny body shells like this. And as you can see, I painted light blue. That's why it's called, the name is Cielo. But as you can see, there's some scratches, some battle scars from coursing out of the track. But Sorairo means like light blue, and Cielo means like a smaller version of me. Alright, so that's the body shell, Cielshock 18064. Alright, let's go to the chassis. The chassis is a TZX chassis, which is not my favorite chassis, but you know, I like testing and trying some other stuff, but there's a reason behind it. Before I say the reason behind it, it's 94606. Again, it's item number 94606. TZX chassis. Shout out MigsX and Lord G, the notorious TZX chassis users, and thank you MigX for hooking me up, the founder of Noobworks. Alright, TZX chassis reinforced. When you buy this 94606, it comes with a red. I chose the white one because I like the white color, but because the reason why I choose the white and this specific chassis and the reinforced one is because it's reinforced and it's more durable compared to other chassis. And you gotta remember, we're using this on a rocking straight and a digiturn track, so I want as durable as possible. So I want to maximize that durability. Again, that's 94606. Alright, let's go to the bumper. This is the FRP mount plate. As you can see, this under part right here, that's the FRP mount plate 15150. Again, 15150. It's an FRP mount plate. As you can see, it's a shorter mount plate compared to the other fully cowled mount plates over there. That's why it perfectly fits over there on the TZX chassis bumper. Right there. The reason why I only have FRP because there's no carbon reinforced mount plate. And this works with my front pivot without cutting. And it was installed right there as I screwed those two holes and mounted over there. Again, that's the FRP mount plate 15150. Alright, next part would be the FRP side extension 15357. Again, that's the FRP side extension roller mount 15357. This two right here. These are the FRP side extension roller mounts. It was installed on top of the mount plate with some spacers over there, as you can guys see, and some nuts, and it's on top of it, and there's like a roller bushings over there that I put on this hole, and that's how it's assembled. And with the rubber o-rings from 14mm plastic o-rings, those were the o-rings that I use, and it's mounted over there so it can flex like that. So what this system does is it absorbs the impact from the digicurve in the rocking straights and go back in the track. Unlike the regular sliding damper, this is individually moving every time it hits the digicurve or the rocking straight. And also, one advantage having this kind of pivot is you don't have to cut anything, so it suits up with the basic tune class rules. And it also, on racetrack with no digicurve obstacles, it won't flex because it's hard. See how hard it is? So it will not give you any drag, because when it keeps on moving, it will like have a, what you call that? You will lose a little bit speed if it's soft. Alright? So the next part is a kind of rare part. It's RC Mini 4-wheel drive FRP plate set front. This is a kind of rare. This part over there, as you can see, it looks like it's cut, but it's not. It's an RC part. RC Mini 4-wheel drive part FRP plate set, which is 15313. Again, the item number is 15313. FRP plate set front, RC Mini 4-wheel drive, and those holes are perfectly aligned with the holes of the TZX over here, because they have the extra holes over there, which I attached the rubber o-rings so it will flex. As you can see, if you guys want to copy this kind of system, I know my teammate from Noobworks 8 PM and Team Chubby Michael Estacio already used this, and he won second place in Brickyard. But he used Super 2, but he's same concept. So congratulations again, Mix, for winning that second place and qualifying for the Asia Cup. Alright. Next part that I use is 13mm guide roller ball bearings. So this is kind of old too, as you can see. It's old, but still get the job done. As you can see, it's spinning like crazy still. As you watch how it spins. It's item number 15180. See, that's still old but gold. 13mm guide roller ball bearings 15180. The reason why I use this 13mm, if it will stop spinning, the only reason why I use this is it's 13mm. I sacrifice a little bit of weight, but it's solid as hell. So as you can see, it's hella solid. How solid it is very, very lit. You can see that, like, it's very tough. So again, I'm using this build for digicurve and rocking straight, so I really need that toughness. So I picked the rollers. If I use a roller with, you know, like aero spoke, it most likely gonna break. So I want to use the most solid rollers that I have, which is this old school 13mm guide roller ball bearings 15180. As you can see, it won't even stop spinning right now. Alright. Okay, and the part over here is an aluminum spacer. If you're wondering what's the item number, it's 15473. So that's aluminum spacer, and that's aluminum spacer over there on the rear. It's a set. It's a silver set, aluminum silver set. It's 15473. You guys gonna ask me why did I use aluminum? Because usually on my builds you see plastic spacers. Again, the reason why I use the aluminum spacers is we're using this on rocking straights and digicurve, so I need that toughness to secure the screws from bending. So I need aluminum, so that's the reason why I use this aluminum spacer. So it's tougher compared to the plastic ones. Alright. Next would be the large diameter stabilizer head set. We'll take in the small one. This one, it's the item number 95357. Okay, I chose the black one because for me the black one is the easiest to match, and I think it's tougher because solid black colors are tough. It's a tougher plastic, and I just love black. Instead of having another roller over there, I use stabilizer, so it will, you know, it causes a little bit delay, but it stabilizes the car, you know. So again, that's large diameter stabilizer head, black 95357, but we're using the small part. All right, that's the stabilizers. All right, next part would be the AR chassis side mass damper set. So this is the AR mass damper set. This part and this part. As you guys see, this is a countersunk screw that I use, so I can attach it on the wing of the TZX, because TZX chassis wing is one of the toughest wing out there. It is its toughest wing over there. We can get away with the side damper without breaking these parts, because some mini four-wheel drives like the VS, the Super X, and other chassis, they break their wing often. But this is AR chassis side mass damper set. It's 15459. So this cylinder damper comes with it, not this part, but this and this too. AR chassis side mass damper set. Item number 15459. This too. So how it acts is like when the car jumps, this is FRP, so it's a little bit, there's a little rebound over there. It's a little bit flexible, so when it bounds, it absorbs the shock and the weight dampers goes up like that. Alright, so again, the AR chassis side mass damper set is only these two parts, and they took up the top part. This one is a different item number, which is the adjustable mass dampers 95018, which is this two. One over here, one over here. So it's a set. So there's 4 of them. It's the adjustable mass damper 95018. Why did I use this? In the Philippines, they called it nips because it looks like nips. Because when this cylinder damper goes up, this helps to push it down to absorb more impact, and at the rear part, it balances the car because they're separated to each other. So that's what I use. The adjustable mass dampers 95018. Alright. Moving on to the rear. The next part is carbon reinforced rear double roller state 3-point attachment, which is this part right here. This is very famous for FM users and Super 1 users because these are the attachment that actually it's actually usable, and it's tough when you use it to Super 1 and FM chassis because they don't have those adaptable holes over there. But this alone is already stiff, and it's good. It's just really good, and it's hard because it's carbon. So I use that to be my roller stay because again, there's no cutting. So I want it to be all secure with that 3-point attachments over there. So it's screwed on this, and that. So it's 3PT. They call it 3PT. It's carbon reinforced rear double roller stay 3-point attachment 15412. So that is the rear stay that we're gonna attach our FRP reinforcing plate short for our long tail setup. So this too is the FRP reinforcing plate short, which is 15431. Again, 15431 FRP reinforcing plate short, and this is what we use to have a long tail brake setup. Again, long tail brake setup is for the longest landing, because I use this for 5 lanes, so I want to have a longer landing as much as possible. So having a long tail setup like this makes the car land furthermore compared to the short tail ones, alright? But when you have like a technical track, I will not advise long tail, okay? You already know that for the people that are following me. Again, FRP reinforcing plate short, 15431. Alright, next item will be the FRP reinforcing plate. FRP reinforcing plate would be this. That we use that as brakes. That's going to be our brake plate over there. Again, that's FRP reinforcing plate 15193. Some of you guys may be wondering why I didn't use carbon. It just happened that I don't have that carbon part. I only have one, which is up front. So I only have this, so I use this in the rear. Again, it's FRP reinforcing plate 15193. Alright, so the carbon one is up front right here. It's my front. It's item number 94845. This one's kind of rare because it doesn't have a Tamiya logo anymore. Because back in the days, there's no such thing as carbon parts. Everything is FRP, and they only have this limited edition parts that is carbon with there were no logos, and this is one of them that I already use. It's carbon reinforced plate 94845, and I don't have the other one, so I don't have it in the rear. So this is FRP, this is carbon. Don't get confused. Alright, so back to the rear. So again, that's your R3PD, which is carbon reinforcing rear double roller stay 3-point attachment. And we attach our wide rear sliding dampers 15467. Again, that's the wide rear sliding dampers 15467. And we put this on top of the reinforcing plate. We bolt it on over there. We take the top and the rear part, and then it's attached over there to make it more tough. Alright? So, that's on top of it. So, when you buy that, it comes with a aluminum, what you call this? Like a aluminum stay. So, I didn't use that. So, when you're buying wide rear sliding dampers 15467, you will only get this two. This lower part and the upper part. And you can pick what kind of spring you want to use depending on the track situation, if you want it hard or soft. But you will only get these two parts, because you're going to buy the HG Carbon Stay Wide Sliding Dampers 95285, which is this. This is the high-grade carbon stay, this part right here inside the sliding dampers. So when you buy this, you have an aluminum stay. You can use that, but that's heavier. So I want to go a little bit lighter in the rear because I have all these parts already, and that's quite heavy. So I use this wide HG Carbon Stay sliding dampers 95285 to make my car a little bit lighter. Alright, so you're basically, that's how Tamiya ripped you off. Like, you buy one part and there's an aluminum, and there's an actual separate part that you can buy, which is the carbon part like this, which is lighter. Alright, moving on, we have the 17mm aluminum rollers with plastic rings. It's 15449. Again, 17mm aluminum rollers with plastic rings, 15449. This is it, 17mm. Alright, you guys might be wondering why I use 17mm, because I get that question more often. First of all, I use 17mm because I want it to be close in the body as much as possible, because we're already on the wide portion over here, and it's away from the body, so where you're not really making the chassis short. If you guys know, one of the characteristics of the TZX, if you guys watch the video that Lord G made, the TZX review, TZX chassis have a long wheelbase. So it's already long, so we're trying to make the chassis a little bit shorter to compensate on the cornering a little bit. So I use 17 because the 17 hole on the sliding damper is available, and it will be close as possible on those wheels, and it makes the car shorter. So when you're measuring the car, it would be from the first roller to the real rollers. So that's how you have its length. So it's basically trying to shorten it out. I also use the one with the plastic rings because you're just dragging when you're on the portion of the track with no digicurve and no rocket straight, you were just basically dragging the rear part. And I want to have less drag as much as possible because it's frictionless. Because plastic O-ring is slippier compared to the one with the ringless, and the one obviously with the one with the rubber O-rings. So this is like the slipperiest O-rings that I can use. So I picked the 17mm aluminum rollers with plastic rings. It's 15449. Make sense? Alright. Next part would be the 5-spoke carbon reinforced wheel set, low profile, 95245. Alright, so if you buy the 95245, which is the wheel set, you have three wheels that you can choose from. They're all carbon. It's the fin type, the dish type, and the 5-spoke type. The 5-spoke type is the one that I use because I want a little wide stands in the rear for stability. And then I want it narrow up front for cornering. So you have the stability because you have all your torque there. So, when you're drag racing, the wider the stands or the wheels have more torque. I need that torque to get through the digicurve and the rocking straight. So I chose 5-spoke. That's the reason why I use the 5-spoke, because it's wider in the rear and narrower up front for cornering. And also I picked carbon because carbon is very durable and one of the toughest wheels out there. And I chose medium because large will give you less torque, and I want as much torque as possible. And the car is already lowered, as you can see, because it's TZX. It's low to the ground. So I use medium wheels. So I will not sacrifice that stop speed because I'm like in the medium part. I mean, at the medium level of height of the of the wheels. Okay, again, that's 95245. Alright. Next would be the low profile offset tread tires hard white, which is 15509, which are these. As you can see, it's like if you looked over here, as you can see how offset it is. It's like that. It's like that. See, the actual part of the rubber that is only like rubbing, that is touching the racetrack is the inner part because it's offset. I picked offset so I have better cornering speed and less drag because that's what offset does, and it matches with the setup because I have 5-spoke carbon low profile medium wheels. So I have the wide in the rear and then narrow up front for cornering. Make that offset perfect. And also, it's hard tire so I can have lesser bounce compared to other stock rubber tires. So again, that's low profile offset tread tires, hard white, 15509. If you're gonna ask me why it's white, it's pretty obvious. It's for the color matching. All right, moving on. The roller spacers. All right, so the roller spacers are over there. And by the way, I have AO620s, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 AO620s. For me, is like the best bearings when it comes to durability and speed. So that's what I always use, AO620s. And on top of the AO620s, I use a roller spacers. It's AO1018, item number 94768. That's an AO part, 1018, item number 94768. So I use roller spacers. So if you put that on top of the bearings, it will have less drag and less friction from the wheels, and it just basically makes it smoother. The bearings are smoother when you put those roller spacers. All right, let's go in the inside of the motor. It's very tight. There you go. All right, so that one came out first. This is the motor support. This is item number 15149. It's the motor support. So you put it over here. It pushes the motor. So, you know, every time the car jumps or go through slopes or go through any obstacle that makes the car move, this helps a lot because it pushes the motor and it makes it more secure. Because when you're running and have that extra torque, like this motor catch moves sometimes, and this helps a lot for pushing it and aligning the transmission, because we don't have any floating transmission, and it helps align the transmission to make the build quieter. Second, it also acts like a heat sink over there and absorbs all the heat so the motor won't overheat. Helps the motor for overheating, not overheating. All right. Next would be the heatsink. I have a heatsink 15101. Again, this is item number 15101. These are the heatsinks. These are kind of old school, and it does have a double-sided tape, and you put it on top of the motor, and it absorbs all the extra heat because it's a conductor, so it conducts the heat, same as the motor support. So there you have two conductors over there that will absorb the heat of the motor, prevents it from overheating. Again, that's 15101. All right. This part, all right, that I missed earlier, this is the rubber body catch. This is one of the new items from Tamiya. It's item number 95393. That's the rubber body catch. Again, it's item number 95393. The reason why I use this, it's just basically making the car lighter, because some body catcher are solid plastic, and this is just easy, like locking it up over there, and it's lighter. Again, that's item number 95393. All right, let's go inside. That's what I'm trying to do earlier. All right. There you go. As you can see, I have a super speed gear set 15432. Again, it's 15432. It's the super speed gear set, which is 9 yellow dish gear and light blue counter gear. So again, we're going through rocking straights and digicurves. We need that torque, but also we need the top speed when it comes to those sections that we don't have that obstacle. And also I posted a track layout before the video, and you will see what the track layout looks like, and this basically helps me and gives me all the top speed that I need, because I already have the medium tires and I only run it by torque tuned motor. Again, the super speed gear set is 15432. All right, as I mentioned, I'm using torque tune 2 because I need that extra push and torque when it comes to the rocking straight and the digicurve. It's 15484 torque tune 2 single shaft motor. That's the one that I'm using. Obviously, it's torque tune. It does have a higher torque, and I compensate the lack of top speed by putting a super speed gear set 351, and you know, that gives it a little kick when it comes to top speed. All right. Next, the Pinion Gear Set plastic. It's an AO part 1014. Item number 94577. Again, it's 94577. The plastic pinion gear, 8 teeth. The reason why I use a plastic pinion gear, I like the plastic because they don't get loose. Because the carbon, if you have a lot of power, it tends to lose. But I'm not saying not to use carbon. I just prefer to use plastic because I feel secure that way. But that's just me. Again, it's 8 teeth pinion gear set plastic AO 1014. Item number 94577. Alright. And I guess we're done over here. That's all the parts that that I didn't tackle. Oh, before I forget, I have this blue aluminum spacers over here that I forgot. I don't have the item number with me, but I will write it down. I will write it down below. I just forgot to write it down, but I'm gonna write it down over there. Those are the spacers that I use. So to lower the car when attaching this extensions for our long tail setup. So there you go. There's my car Cielo. It was powered by Torque Tune 2 motor. Obviously, this car is focused on torque and on sliding dampers for rocking straight and digicurve. So that's what its purpose. So yeah, that's is my car. If you have questions and your comments, comment below. If you like this video, hit like. If you don't like this video, hit dislike. And if you want more videos like this, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit that ring button over there, so every time I post a video, there's a bell over there. You will get updated. So again, this is Cielshock from City USA Mini 4-Wheel Drive Racing Squad. I'm a teacher here in Noob Works. As I always say, we learn from you, learn from us. Always race humble. Peace. Cielo. Basic tune class built.